Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery throwing together a quick video on some ZT0460s and 450s that I just finished up. Of course we've got the ZT Sinkovich collaboration. The new 460 is definitely a very comparable to the 450. You do have the carbon fiber on one side making the knife just a little bit lighter, and of course you've got a little different blade shape on it. But both very, very good choices if you need a slimline knife that you need to disappear in your pocket. This is a good choice. Good solid knife, great quality, good size if you're looking for something smaller that's going to disappear in your pocket. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. Of course everybody's all keyed in on the 460s, so we will go ahead and start with those first. This one is a cool gold to purple fade. We've brushed the pocket clip, buffed the hardware, all the screws. Same with the other side. The pivot still has a little bit of a, it's got kind of a smoked effect to it. Carbon fiber on these have kind of a bronzy carbon fiber to them with that aluminum, black aluminum backspacer. Good little flippers. Nice sharp, well, it's a pointy little flipper that really, in my opinion, matches this blade perfectly. I like the angle that the flipper comes out down here and just how it kind of flows through the blade. It has the same geometry lines and is very complementary to that blade. We're looking at S35VN on these, and this one is serial number 1700. Nice purple gold fade. Cool little knife. Like I said, these do really well. 30% lockup. It's hard to tell the centering on these because the black is hard, it throws it off, but that one looks pretty good and centered, so looking good there. Key with these as well, not so much as the 450s as these. Pocket clip. You've got a much smaller pocket clip on this one. When you go to flip this knife, you need to make sure that this finger is not resting on the lock bar. If it's resting on that lock bar, you will never get that thing to flip. Just a little bit of pressure holds that detent ball right in place. Pull the lock out, or pull your finger off the lock bar, you're right there. So I tend to try and rest as many fingers on the pocket clip as I can and let her go. That is the key with flipping this. I think the 450, at first I always was like, man, why do they have such a big pocket clip on that 450? Well, when you go to flip it, you got plenty of purchase for your finger. Your fingers are not going to push on that lock bar. It's a great design. So had they come up with something that had just a little bit bigger pocket clip on it, I think they'd be a little bit better as far as initial feel of the knife. The 450, phenomenal flipper. You're not going to have that I got my finger on the pocket clip issue. Now, does that pocket clip look huge on that knife? Yes, it does. Is it functional? Absolutely. So, no complaints there on that pocket clip. Good deal. I really do like the way this pocket clip looks. When you get it, it comes black, says 0 tolerance on it. Like I said, I sat and finished this one, took the black off, and give it a little bit more life. Just remember as you're flipping these, keep your finger off the lock bar and you're going to be good to go. So, good little knives. That's the gold and purple. Oh, great. As I poke my light box here. Guess we'll jump right into this one since I just held it up. This is a green that has been stone washed and then done purple. but it's kind of a purpley bronze. Some lights you get a purple hue to it, other lights it's more bronze. Gives it kind of that rustic look. Didn't do anything with the hardware on this one. It's all your black. Sorry, my hands are really hot, so I'm fingerprinting like crazy. But fingerprints are part of anodizing, or having an anodized knife, especially if your hands are sweating like mine are at the moment. A little bit of Windex, clean it right up, you're good to go. But definitely a nice stone wash on this one. I like that they've milled out some of those cutout areas, giving it a little bit more texture as you're holding it. The stone wash turned out really good on this one. This one's serial 1846. Just has that wicked little blade. It's a lot of blade for that little knife. So, sharp looking little guy. Centered up pretty good. And lockup is probably 25-30%, somewhere in there. So that is the green and bronze. Did up a... Now this one's more purple than it's showing in the video. You got purple here fading into the blue. Again, satin finished pocket clip, buffed hardware, your bronze, and even the carbon fiber, they put that texturing in on, that milling is the textured effect. But they do a good job with it. You don't get any sharp points. No points where that carbon fiber is sticking up and poking you or anything like that. Do a great job with their work. That little bit of texture to their carbon fiber. Flips like a champ. This one is 1945. Lockup on this one's probably about 30% again. And our centering looks pretty good. So, centering on these little 460s has been pretty good. Couple of different models I've had issues with centering on a fairly frequent basis. Nothing that causes any problem with how the knife works or anything, but just don't quite center up for those that are super picky on perfectly centered knife blades, that type of thing. But the 460 has not been one of those models. So this is a high voltage blue with a nice bronze drizzle. Again, leaving the hardware all intact in its natural black state. Centered up pretty good again. Flips out like a champ. Probably about 50% lockup on that one. Again, great flipper. High voltage blue. Coming in. Sorry, I've already fingerprinted it up for you with your bronze. But even fingerprinted, that sucker's got a lot of color to it. So, cool looking little knife. I like all of the different contours they put it in. I think by milling out this area really does a lot for that knife. It looks really sharp. It's a good design. Another hit out of the park with a Sinkovich zero tolerance collaboration. So I got all crazy with the green the other day. We've got two green. This one has a blue stone wash. This one has a bronze stone wash. So let's see if I can get that to focus a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, so your stone wash is blue on this one. It's not, the light is giving me a hard time today. There's a little bit of variation in the greens too, so it's got kind of a variation in the greens on the side of this one, as well as the nice blue stone wash. Those edges definitely get a little bit more blue. Centering looks good there. Standard red offsets. And again, flips like a champ. Keep your fingers on the pocket clip. Can't help but have your fingers on the pocket clip on this one, which for the longest time I was like, why do they have such a huge clip? That's why, and I wouldn't have it any other way on this knife. So, very good little knife. Go ahead and throw. So again, you got that bronze stone wash. You got fluctuation in the green, trying to give it a little more depth, as well as that stone wash. And you get a nice bronze stone wash to it. Both of these pocket clips have been satin finished. Remove the ZT logo. Give it a little bit different feel. And flips beautifully. Lock up on that one's probably about 35%. And centering looks to be pretty good on that one as well. 450, it's been out for a couple years now. Great knife. Really good. It's been one of my big sellers. Lots of ladies pick these up. My wife's got one. Mother-in-law's got one. Speaking of a cool looking little knife, really happy with the way this one turned out. You've got a gold into rose into purple fade, heat bronze the pocket clip and all the screws, and did the bronze drizzle. This sucker is beautiful. Probably one of the coolest looking 450s I've done in a while. Very happy with the way this one turned out. Kind of got on the gold purple drizzle kick here lately. I got a pretty cool looking 452 CF that'll be getting videoed a little bit later today as well. Turned out great. Sharp looking little knife. Again, flips perfectly. Good to go on it. Lockup's about 50%. And I believe we're pretty centered on that one as well. Yep, pretty good on that. Hair off, but not bad. And flips like a champ. Well, as always, Sinkovich, zero tolerance, have had quite the collaboration over the last couple years, and they really continue to hit it out of the park. Each one of the Sinkoviches that have come out has done really well with the zero tolerance, and makes it affordable. Sinkovich makes some really cool designs, and you know how it goes, custom market. The average Joe cannot afford to get something like that. These collaborations make it so you're getting a good quality knife at an affordable price. So can't go wrong. These will be posted up on the website soon. It'll probably be a number of days. I'm getting ready for the Brea Knife Show, so that's where most of the stuff is going. And whatever is left after the show will definitely go up onto the website. Well, thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video.